You already know what's going on. New series, The Rich Kid. Drop a like, turn on and post notifications so you know when I post a video, and go ahead and subscribe. Let's get right on into it. I already know what y'all thinking. Like, this nigga stay in jail. But for real though, it wasn't my fault this time. See, me and my homeboy, we were just look. I ain't no snitch, and it's a story for another episode. But anyway, I only had a week left, so they decided to quote unquote let me out on good behavior. But you know what? I really think it's because my dad passed away. You know, they get this feeling sorry for a nigga, so they try to give you some shit. I could have did that week though. Shit, fuck that. But anyway, my mom was supposed to be coming to pick me up, but as you can see, she's not here, so I had to call a taxi. I ain't even have no time to go see my folks, let anybody know that I had got out early, cause I had to go straight to the cemetery to, go to my dad's funeral. It's crazy, cause it's a lot of stuff that, I wish I could have said to him, and I wish I could have done better, and I really wish I could have showed him the kind of man that I was before he left this earth. But the crazy part is, when I pulled up to the cemetery, I had to get snazzy on them. There was nobody there. Like, it was just people out there visiting people. There was no tent. There was no, you know, the funeral home people wasn't even there. It was crazy. I didn't know what to think or what was going on. It was kind of weird, actually. But the closer and closer I got to my dad's grave, the more real it became. See, I knew exactly where the funeral was supposed to be, but there was nothing there. And the way it looked like he'd been buried already for a while. But anyway, yeah, turns out I got a call from my dad's lawyer, Simeon. He had been buried last week. They had the funeral last week, y'all. So they let me out early, and this man's funeral wasn't even today. That's crazy. I'm just really tired of people just letting me down. My dad was all I had, and now he gone. I don't know who to trust, and I don't think I ever had that love for nobody else ever. I miss you, Dad. So I said my piece, shed some tears, and I hauled ass to the lawyer's office. So what Simeon told me was while the funeral was last week, the will reading was today. And I'll be damned if they try to cut me out of anything that my dad left for me in the most disrespectful way. I get up in there and them folks looking at me like they ain't never seen me before. So I look them up and down like, nigga, y'all know me. I've been coming here since a little kid. What y'all talking about? The was running through my head the whole time. Like, what am I gonna say when I see my siblings? When I see my mom? They didn't even have the decent courtesy to tell me that his funeral was last week. But you know what? God got a plan for everybody. And it was a blessing in disguise. Cause my folks, they had already been there and they left. And the thing about a will reading is, if it's not yours, you can't have it. It was crazy. Just sitting there in front of my dad's lawyer, thinking about what he could have left to me, or even if he left me anything, because my mom and my siblings was already here. So what would I have? I haven't always been the best son anyway, so what could he possibly leave me? It's crazy to think that My dad would leave me anything. Oh, that meeting, it was so surreal. It was crazy. I had to take a minute and reflect on everything because my dad just left me everything. He left me all his cars, his bikes, every last one of his properties, his houses. He left me everything. And on top of that, he left me everything that was in the bank too, which was, you know, a little bit over $7 million. So I get out of prison today and become a millionaire. And the only thing I can think about doing is blowing it, buying whatever. It's crazy. It's real crazy. It's crazy because I didn't know what I was gonna say to my moms or what. But what I do know is when God got a plan for you, cuz He got a plan for you. But with this new information, I knew there was no way that I can go back to my old ways or fuck up my life. My dad did this for a reason. So now I gotta be a reason. His reason.